So growing up, we had a family friend. Her name was Dee Dee, and she took us to church, and we went to Sunday school and kind of went through the motions for a couple years. It was never something we did all together as a family. My mom kind of sent the kids just to let us explore, and probably thinking she was doing the right thing. Once we reconnected and started seeing my dad again on the weekends, we were going out to Dearborn every weekend. So we kind of phased out of going to church. It wasn't until 2018 that I kind of revisited with an invitation from a friend. And after that, we went almost every single weekend through the pandemic. We were watching online, but it never really felt deep. It felt like obedience, but not necessarily obedience to God. It was obedience to something that I thought I should be doing. And then in February of this year, I came to Miles City for the same friend's baptism, and something just felt right. Something clicked. It felt different. So it changed things from just obedience and what I thought I should be doing to really wanting to dive deeper. We started going to the Explore group here and building more of a community. And I think community was a huge factor that really changed everything. Travis said something along the lines of living a Christ-centered life is like constantly swimming upstream. And that really hit me because I think growing up, I thought living a blessed life was living an easy one. And it really isn't. It's the exact opposite. It's choosing to swim upstream for the rest of your life, choosing to feel peace when you're living in complete chaos, choosing to be joyful in your relationships, to serve people that the world would tell you they don't deserve it. So that was the day that something really clicked, and I decided I didn't want to just float downriver ever again. So I think what drove me to realizing I needed to get baptized was just obedience. I've been getting deeper and deeper into God's word every single day. And I also have an 8-week-old and a 2-year-old at home. And so I'm going through a postpartum season for the second time. And what things looked like 2 years ago and now are just night and day. I mean, God has redeemed my postpartum period. He's redeemed motherhood for me. It was rough 2 years ago. In hindsight, before I was really obedient and working on my relationship with God and, what it means to look like Jesus and live the life that I want to live, in hindsight, I was just destroying my marriage. I was setting myself up to damage my kids with my controlling tendencies, resentment, temper, just all of those things. And it's nothing short of a miracle that I'm sitting in postpartum right now with an 8-week-old and a 2-year-old, and everyone says, wow, you must be busy. And I am, but the joy that they bring and that peace and joy that I have now, that's nothing short of a miracle. There's no other explanation than God. I'm Julia McNally, and I'm being baptized today because Jesus changes everything.